Casey O'Neill along with the sports Dr. Keith O'Brien. And do you believe in trilogies? Because that's what we have in the first matchup of the ECC boys basketball tournament. Our second game for the third time this year, the Ledyard High School Colonels and the Bacon Academy Bobcats. What do you think about is the third time a charm?
Third time's a charm, or 3 strikes and you're out, as for the Bacon Academy Bobcats. But this is the classic marquee matchup of the tournament. These two teams have been, a little bit of a head and shoulders above the other schools. They've played twice this year, Casey. 2 very closely contested games. You've got great guard play on both teams. You've got the Ledyard press. You've got the big people up front for Bacon. This is a classic matchup.
We talked in the preseason about possible Player of the Year candidates, and Bacon Academy's Jimmy Matos has not disappointed. He's been a scoring machine throughout the course of the season. However, the Ledyard team has found a way to slow him down in 2 of their victories over Bacon Academy. In the quarterfinal game, Matos was all over, scoring inside and out, and he's going to have to score like that in order for Bacon to upset Ledyard. But he can't do it alone. Bacon all year has struggled to find that second scorer to complement Matos. Who's it going to be in the semifinal against Ledyard?
When you look at this Bacon team, it could be Dyer, it could be Prevost, the big man underneath. It could be Sean Kelly, the all-world quarterback for the Bacon Academy football team. But you're right. He is going to need a little bit of help in this game. He's going to see a lot of defensive pressure from, McNair, Fletcher, Whipple. Matos will be harassed in this game, so it's important for Bacon to give him a little bit of help in the offensive end.
In the first game between these two teams, all-game day player Riley Dyer stepped up and had a big game with a double-double points and rebounds. But we saw the depth of Ledyard carry them through in both the first and second matchup. And all-game day player Stephen Fletcher, with that sweet outside stroke, found some shooting range against the Bobcats. What can Bacon do differently in this matchup against Ledyard to give them a little bit more defensive opportunities against the Colonels?
Well, first thing Bacon's going to have to do is recognize the shooters and get out on the perimeter and defend them and harass them and move them off their spots. Bacon's more of a bigger team up front. Their front line is pretty solid. You know that firsthand. But it's going to be important for the Bobcats to extend the defense and not let the Ledyard shooters set up shop, whether it's freshman Ken Turner, whether it's Isaiah Booger McNair, whether it's Stephen Fletcher, even Scotty Whipple can stroke it down from the perimeter. So the Bacon Academy defense will have to extend and find the Ledyard shooters.
Of course, if you're Ledyard coach Dave Cornish, your team played a very good game against the upstart St. Bernard team. The pressure, the multiple scorers, the defense, all was there for the Colonels in their quarterfinal win. And now what awaits them? A team they've already beaten twice, and on the horizon, perhaps, maybe a finals matchup with New London. The game that I think everybody wants to see, if only because of how contested the first matchup was earlier in the year. If you're Coach Cornish, how do you beat a team for the third time only to possibly get the game all over again?
Yeah, and that's a great question, Casey. And I think if you're Ledyard and you're Coach Dave Cornish, you stick what brought you here. You stick to your full court pressure defense, a very fast-paced up and down the floor offense, attack the rim, and just try to put as much pressure as they possibly can on Bacon Academy. They've, 2 close games this year. Ledyard has come out on top both times, and I wouldn't really change a thing if I was Coach Dave Cornish. I'd just go at him.
Well, it's the premier game of the tournament thus far, the Bacon Academy Bobcats and the Ledyard Colonels, Part 3, and we're bringing it to you live on Game Day on theday.com. Looking forward to the finals on Friday night.